What's good, everybody? It's the Cloud with Cam Show. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody worldwide. This is a time to rejoice. This is a time to feel blessed, to stuff your face. This is a time where the Pilgrims and Indians got together and they feasted together instead of trying to murder each other. This is a great time right now. Let's just be happy. Let's be grateful for what you have and not what you don't have. That's what we should be thankful for. But the Thanksgiving, what a day. What a day for the NFL. Yes, we do have the trash-ass Lions playing yet again on the Thanksgiving like they always do, them and the Cowboys. But, it's really devastating this year. For the Detroit Lions, I really feel sorry for you guys. But this is a time where we need peace. This is where we come together and we shall have peace. Let's go. Let's first start off with the Chicago Bears versus the trash Detroit Lions. Look, dude, honestly, I think this is a time where the Detroit Lions could get their first win all season. Yes, they are winless. They're trash. Jared Goff is questionable. He's probably out with an oblique injury because he's a sissy. Look, dude, the whole Detroit organization right now, they're on their heels. They understand that they suck. They understand the owner understands that, hey, I might sell the company because we're that trash. I mean, dude, haven't even won a game yet this year. That is pathetic, dude. That's a disgrace. Not just a disgrace to the Detroit Lions, it's a disgrace to the NFL. You guys cannot win a game, but I have faith in the Detroit Lions, and this is why I'm going to pick the Detroit Lions because, the Chicago Bears, Justin Field, he is out with the rib injury. Look, I like this kid. I do think Justin Fields does have a future in the NFL. No doubt about it. I just think the Chicago Bears did not play their cards right in this match. They didn't, dude. I mean, you drafted this kid in the first round, and yet you're not going to start him in week one. You're going to start who? Andy Dalton, out of all people. Look, I'll give Andy Dalton some respect. Yes, last week he had 2 touchdowns, 201 yards passing. But besides that, did they win the game? No. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens, who Lamar Jackson was out that game. And they still lost, dude. Chicago Bears, I don't get it. I don't understand how their head coach still has a head coaching job. He should have been fired last week on the spot, dude. I mean, dude, that's pathetic, dude. You guys are going to lose to the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar? That's insane to me. Yes, David Montgomery, he was back. He had 58 yards last week against Baltimore. Really a quiet game, but we look at both these matchups. Yes, the Bears are favored by 3. That makes sense, but you know what? I'm going to go with the upset here. I'm going to go with the trash-ass Detroit Lions with the upset. 41.5 is the over-under. That could be tricky. I do think it probably will be the over. I expect both these teams to come out throwing the ball and really putting on a performance on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, that's what the Detroit Lions do, right? They normally play well on Thanksgiving, dude. This isn't, where the families get together, you guys stuff your face, you guys gain 10 pounds in one day, and you guys watch NFL. This is epic, dude. And I think, the Detroit Lions, they're going to come out and really ball out. DeAndre Swift, last week against the Browns, he had 136 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. So I expect Swift to have a breakout game as well against the Chicago Bears. We have to understand the Bears, they're not so-and-so this year either. I mean, it's pathetic. It really is. But I'm picking the Lions because Justin Fields is out and Andy Dalton is starting. And I think Andy Dalton at best is a backup quarterback, maybe even a third-string quarterback. So I think the Lions, yes, this is the moment right here where you guys can win on Thanksgiving Day. This is the moment where you can get your first win all season. I don't want to see him go winless all year. That'll be pathetic, dude. That'll be piss poor. But I'm telling you what, right now, I like the Lions with the upset. In the 41.5, I'll probably go with the over. Both defenses aren't so great. But you know what? I'm going with the Detroit Lions with the upset over the Chicago Bears. They will get their first dub all season long. Go Detroit Lions. Then we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Dallas Cowboys. We saw the piss poor performance last week. The Cowboys, played against Kansas City, and it was really not a good performance by Dak. We have to look at Dak and realize, look, he did not have a good game. And we have to understand that you got to get the ball out a little bit quicker. I think, last week against Kansas City, not to take away from their defense, but they did put pressure on Dak. They did cause Dak some issues in the pocket. But, Dak had 2 interceptions last week, and that We understand, you can't win games by kicking field goals in the red zone the whole time. They didn't even score a touchdown. So I think, for Dak, he's got to come in. He's got to get redemption this game and really ball out against the Raiders. The Raiders don't have a great defense as well. Dak Prescott this year, over 2,500 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 7 picks. Zeke's got a quiet 7 touchdowns. I expect to see more of Zeke this game. I expect him to utilize him more even in the pass game. I just think for Zeke, man, he's got the big payday, over 100 M's. I just think for Zeke right now, we don't see really the hunger yet, right? We don't see the old, young Zeke, even at Ohio State where he was hungry. Every carry was a championship play for him. Now he's got the big paycheck. Zeke can take plays off. And I don't really necessarily like that about Zeke. Look, Zeke, he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. One of my favorite running backs. I just think for Zeke, he's got to get that hunger back. I want to see him eat the mashed potatoes. This is Thanksgiving. This is the time for the Dallas Cowboys to eat, dude. It really is. And it's on Thanksgiving, so it makes sense, dude. I got to go Cowboys at 7.5. I really do. Lamb is questionable with a concussion. He'll probably be out. And this is a tough pick. It really is with Lamb out and Amari Cooper out. This is a tough pick. It really is, but I still got to go Dallas Cowboys. I do. I still got to go Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I expect Zeke to have a breakout game, and I expect Dak to have a breakout game as well. I mean, on the flip side, Derek Carr over 3,000 yards passing, 16 touchdowns, 9 picks. Josh Jacobs, he's got 5 touchdowns. I expect Josh Jacobs to get that run game going. I expect the Raiders' offensive line to do well, but Darren Waller, 110 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. I like this kid, man. What a story, battling addiction, battling the drugs. Now he's in the NFL. One of the best tight ends in the NFL. Respect to Darren Waller. But the Raiders, I think that it's an uphill battle. You're in Dallas right now on Thanksgiving Day, for all the marbles right here. And I think this is a huge game for the Raiders. If the Raiders want to pull off this upset, it's going to start with Derek Carr. It is. He cannot throw into bad double coverage. He can't throw interceptions because if he does throw picks, it's over. That's it. I like the Cowboys. I really do. I think Dak is going to have a breakout game. But I do think, for the Raiders, this is a time to capitalize on the Cowboys, injuries and mistakes that they've been making. Injuries like Lamb. I don't think Lamb's going to be in with the concussion. We saw the concussion back when they played Kansas City. He hit his head hard on the ground. But I think Amari Cooper being out is such a loss for the Cowboys. But I still going to go Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. They traditionally win on Thanksgiving Day and play great on Thanksgiving Day. So I expect the Cowboys to come out 7.5. I like it. 51.5 is the over-under. That's really a coin flip with the over-under. It might even go with the under. I know that might sound ridiculous. I do think that it's going to be a little bit high pace in the first half. Then it's going to start to slow down in the second half. But I like the Cowboys. I do. Now, if the Cowboys do get upset, will I be surprised? No. Because we understand that the Cowboys, there are a lot of inconsistency with the Dallas Cowboys right now. Dealing with the injuries, dealing with Amari Cooper being out because of COVID. All this stuff that's adding up for the Cowboys. I just think, are the Cowboys really legit? Or are they a bunch of prima donnas? I do think they're legit. I just think some games they come out and they don't even play great. And it's just like they're not even a playoff team. Then other games they come out and it's like, okay, this is the Dallas Cowboys that will make the playoffs, that will win games in the playoffs. So which Cowboys is going to come out? That's the big question. But the Raiders, this is a time to capitalize. It really is. But I'm still going with the Dallas Cowboys at 7.5. Money line as well. You guys could do that. But I like the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. I expect Dak Prescott and company to play great and get the dub. I'll take the 7.5 all day. Then we got the last game, the Buffalo Bills versus the New Orleans Saints. The Buffalo Bills are coming in 6-point favorites. It makes sense, but you know what? We saw my Indianapolis Colts upset the Buffalo Bills last week, and the Buffalo Bills were favored enormously, and Josh Allen's really in a slump right now. He had some bad throws against the Colts, even, a couple weeks prior to that. But Josh Allen, 2,811 yards passing, 21 touchdowns, 8 picks. So Josh Allen does have the talent. I just think right now he is in a slump. You go through slumps. I mean, that's just part of the game, dude. That's just part of the game. Stephon Diggs, 773 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. I just think for the Saints, they're battling injury. Just all the injuries that's adding up. And I think the Saints, they understand what's at stake, but I think all the odds are against the New Orleans Saints right now. Trevor Siemian, he had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions against Philly last week. Kamara, he is out yet again with a knee injury. I think that right there, that tells me I'm going Buffalo Bills all day at 6 here with Kamara being out. Obviously, we understand that Jameis Winston's out for the year with the ACL injury. I wish him the best recovery. Mark Ingram, he's questionable. I do think Mark Ingram will play this game, but I just think for the Saints, it's just not enough right now. It's not, and I think the Bills, this is a huge game for them because if they lose this game, it's like, man, the Buffalo Bills could be on the outside looking in the playoffs. I mean, really, though. They started off pretty nice. Now they're going through a little slump right now. But I think the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, this is the time to really bump it up here. This is the time where you need to get the win on Thanksgiving, dude. All the families are watching. This is just a tradition here. And for the Buffalo Bills, man, you got to get the win. You can't get upset at New Orleans, with all the injuries they're going through. This is the time where the Buffalo Bills are going to win. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills at 6. I'll take that spread. 45.5 is the over-under. I'll probably go with the over. I probably will. I think Josh Allen's going to have a great game, 3+ touchdowns. I think Stephon Diggs is going to show out as well. I just think for the Buffalo Bills, you got to put pressure on Trevor. And I do think they will. I just think the Saints, they're battling so many injuries right now. And this is really an easy pick. I would say the easiest pick all weekend, all Thanksgiving is definitely the Buffalo Bills. It is, dude, because the Saints are battling all these injuries. So I like the Buffalo Bills. That's my lock pick this Thanksgiving weekend. I love it. The Cowboys traditionally always play on Thanksgiving. You got to love it, though. You got to love the Cowboys, eating food, eating everything from all the sides, the mac and cheese, the stuffing, the turkey. It's a time to get fat. This is the one day where it's okay to get fat, dude. Really. So enjoy it, man. I love the Cowboys. In the upset pick of the weekend, baby, the Detroit trash-ass Lions over the Chicago Bears, baby. It's Thanksgiving. It's the Cloud with Gab show. Let's go!